When we encounter obstacles in the world, entrepreneurs help clear the path for us. When humankind works in sync, we are most creative and most powerful. At Techstars, we nurture the startup culture at a local level so that entrepreneurs have the ability to create a more sustainable and inclusive world wherever they live. The pandemic has brought unique challenges that in many ways have kept us disconnected. However, in the midst of these uncertain times, as investors, we have been given the opportunity to expand our vision to solve these problems at a global scale. With the world shutting down, we've leveraged our virtual program to increase our global impact and be more inclusive with our investment strategy. Techstars Toronto is proud to introduce to you our fifth class, our most global to date, and one of the most diverse cohorts in Techstars history. These founders are collectively setting a new standard of what high performance, global impact, and collaboration looks like.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Techstars Toronto Demo Day. My name is Sunil Sharma, and I am the Managing Director of Techstars here in Toronto, Canada. Techstars is the worldwide network that helps entrepreneurs succeed. We've been operating for 15 years and have made more than 2,700 investments in startups all around the world. With our investment thesis, Techstars invests $120,000 US into each company and offers an intensive 3-month mentorship-driven accelerator, followed by a Techstars for Life core commitment. Techstars is regarded as the world's most active investor in startups and has a global portfolio value in excess of $65 billion. Here in Canada, Techstars has become the most active foreign-based investor with more than 150 investments into Canadian tech startups, and this is growing by more than 50 new investments per year. For 5 years, Techstars has been operating here in Toronto. And with our sector-agnostic strategy, Techstars Toronto has made more than 50 investments to date. Some of our alumni companies include Cinchy, Tread, Balance, Korapay, Quidax, Mayday, Kitchenmate, Treepz, TalentQL, CarScanner, and many, many more. By my own estimates, Techstars Toronto alumni are worth more than $1 billion already. And early investors from our previous demo days are indeed very happy. Now, for those of you who have been following us, Techstars Toronto has been a core part of the Toronto tech ecosystem, but we've also adopted a highly global and international investment focus. Techstars Toronto has thrived in a city that has quickly become a destination for founders, for investors, and for innovators from all parts of the world due to the strong country brand that is Canada. Immigration has played an incredibly important role here in Canada, and in Toronto in particular, with more than 50% of this city's population being foreign-born. This has led to a recruitment strategy that focuses on the diversity of entrepreneurs, both in Canada and from abroad. And for our 50-odd investments, we have sourced companies from Poland, Lithuania, Ukraine, India, Pakistan, Vietnam, Azerbaijan, Turkey, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, the United States, and a remarkable 12 investments from across Africa. With Toronto's global reputation for openness to immigration and diversity, Techstars Toronto has been able to leverage its accelerator program to become a magnet for some of the world's best entrepreneurs. Techstars is a designated entity for Canada's Startup Visa program, which is a movement that encourages immigrant founders to build their businesses here in Canada. Techstars has invested in multiple foreign startups and made it possible for them to immigrate and build their businesses here in Canada, should they desire. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our global partners for their support and for their generosity, as it is much appreciated. We thank you not only for the perks and the credits, but also for the office hours and for the workshops that you've provided. Techstars Toronto has carefully curated the highest performing network of mentors who are at the core of our offer to founders. We really appreciate the time that they took to provide our entrepreneurs with such valuable and important insights. The positive responses to these mentor sessions are a reflection of their deep knowledge and expertise. I want to make direct shout outs to Jimmy Koo, Charity Joy, Bryce Seschuk, Sean Park, Babak Kia, Michael Young, Dixon Nosifor, Andrea Sasso, Eva Lau, Hamza Nassif, Edmundus Balachakonis, Onyike Akuma, and a few others who really went above and beyond this time. Okay, now it may surprise you, but we do what we do here at Techstars Toronto with an incredibly small team. During this program, we were so fortunate to have had the services of 3 associates. They were really instrumental to our operations and for the advice and support they gave directly to the founders. From Chicago, Ron Lewis, who helped with business development. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Alicia Golden, another business development expert and our coach for our African teams. And our recent immigrant to Canada from Pakistan, Anam Nasim, who was our operations associate. Now, I am so thrilled to have Gabby Rudd as my colleague and the other half of Techstars Toronto. Gabby herself is a new addition to Toronto after having spent time as an associate in our Chicago program. Gabby was instrumental to developing and delivering this program, and I cannot wait to do it with her again. For all of you ascending tech companies out there, get to know Gabby. All right, with another new fund, we are just getting started, and Techstars Toronto has expanded into 2 programs per year from 1, and has more than doubled its investment allocation each year. In 2021 alone, Techstars Toronto has invested in 22 companies. And today, we are incredibly proud to showcase Techstars Toronto's most global class to date. Moreover, we have selected a batch of companies where more than 95% of the teams are comprised of entrepreneurs who are BIPOC and women. There's a theme with what we have to share with you here today, and that theme is helping the global diaspora. Whether it's the ability to secure healthcare for loved ones back home, to send and receive money across borders, to facilitate remote work with technology for consultants or for creators, to train talent for opportunities across the world, or to allow people to secure housing necessary for new jobs in new cities, we have the founders we want you to meet. The opportunities for investment and for collaboration are limitless, and Canada is now a part of their story. These 12 companies now have a combined value that's already in excess of $150 million, and they are just getting started. So join us in welcoming our 12 newest alumni companies at Techstars Toronto. I'll see you again right afterwards.
Did you know that 70% of all medical decisions require lab tests? And in Africa, where 90% of people pay out of pocket for their healthcare, it has become evident that there is a need for a more accessible and convenient medical diagnostics solution. Take Nigeria, for example. With a population of over 200 million people, out-of-pocket healthcare cost has increased significantly over the last 2 decades. And yet, the healthcare experience itself has largely remained the same. Visiting a hospital in Nigeria is cumbersome, time-consuming, and frustrating. You have to deal with long waiting lines and hours wasted in traffic that could be spent more productively. And even in the pandemic today, people are still being asked to leave their homes just to go for a simple lab test. The impact of this experience is that Africans continue to wait until there is an emergency to get any medical intervention, which often leads to late diagnosis of health issues. No wonder the World Health Organization reported a 60% rise in non-communicable diseases across Africa in the last 2 decades. The broken healthcare industry and rising out-of-pocket costs are forcing the everyday African consumer to explore alternative options when it comes to their health. Hi, my name is Doorr Johnson. I am the co-founder and CEO of Health Tracker. I recently experienced firsthand what the lack of access to medical diagnosis could lead to when I lost my father to a health problem that a simple lab test could have helped us detect and treat. This is my personal motivation for starting Health Tracker. Health Tracker provides innovative, convenient, at-home lab tests with results anyone can easily understand. We are transforming lives with modern diagnostics-driven care. Let me show you how it works. Meet Chioma. Chioma is a busy mom of 3 who lives and works in the fast-paced city of Lagos. She had been experiencing headaches, mood swings, and low energy for the past few months. The problem was that Chioma just does not have the time to leave work, sit in traffic, wait in a queue to go for a doctor's appointment. So when she heard about Health Tracker, she knew she had to give it a try. Chioma ordered the hormonal test package on our website. She got a notification the day after informing her that a phlebotomist, that is a medically trained sample collector, was on the way to her home. Chioma got her blood drawn at the comfort of her home and received the result in less than 48 hours. It turned out that Chioma's thyroid hormones were low and had been responsible for her health problems. She was able to use the evidence-based information provided by Health Tracker to get personalized medicine, change her exercise and diet habits. Chioma actually retested 90 days later, feeling much better, and her thyroid levels had normalized. This type of consumer lab testing experience is one that every African deserves. Booking at-home lab tests with Health Tracker is fast, private, and convenient. On the back end, we work with a network of phlebotomists who show up at our customers' doorstep to take their samples. In Africa, it is more cost-effective to send a phlebotomist to the user's home once than send a self-collection kit both ways. These samples are analyzed by our network of accredited lab partners, so that users get the same trusted results that doctors get. Meet our team. Myself, I am a biochemist with over 10 years experience in product marketing. I have led several go-to-market strategies in both tech startups and medical diagnostics companies. Victor is my co-founder. He's the head of product. He has extensive experience building consumer products in both Nigeria and in the UK. While Akudo, who is a pharmacist turned phlebotomist, leads our business operations. Dr. Chike Opara is our medical lead with over 5 years of experience as both a physician and a user experience designer, while Samuel is our engineering lead with extensive full-stack experience working in some of the most successful startups in Africa. The market has responded positively to our solution. Health Tracker launched in Nigeria just about 7 months ago and already delivered over 3,000 tests at home. We doubled our revenue since we started Techstars Toronto to $50,000 in monthly revenue, and we're only just getting started. What makes us really happy is that our customers love Health Tracker and are telling their friends about us. But our vision is much larger. At-home lab testing is just the beginning. As we expand our presence into Ghana, Kenya, and South Africa in the next couple of years, we'll focus on broader consumer diagnostics, such as hormonal and DNA tests, which are largely underserved by traditional healthcare, and eventually add on robust clinician network, telehealth, and enterprise-enabled testing. Now remember this, Health Tracker is a rocket ship. We're growing fast, and we're solving Africa's lack of access to medical diagnostics. If you're interested in joining Health Tracker on this journey, please reach out and connect with us.
Hi, my name is Ivan and I'm co-founder of PyBox. We are building an all-in-one collaboration platform for creative content producers. It is the place where creators and teams collaborate to produce audio, video, and other creative content. When I was a music producer, I had to combine a lot of tools to organize team collaboration during the production process. We use different chat apps and emails for communication, file sharing services to deliver content, task managers, Excels, and many other management tools to keep track of progress and edit requests. The collaboration process was a total mess, scattered between 4 or 5 different apps. This led to misunderstanding of edits, never-ending calls with customers, and plenty micromanagement of tasks and files. We dreamed about having a perfect all-in-one app, one that makes it easy to discuss content and streamline the whole process. An app that will take the best from everyday tools that we were using and place everything under one roof. As true creators would, we just built it ourselves. A friendly app for content collaboration, combining the most needed features that we were using. Need to discuss ideas quickly or share a reference? Here is a friendly chat connected to a specific project. Want to see a structure of all content and versions? Or quickly share a file? Simply click and the file system is here. Need to dig into the content and leave feedback directly on it? Open the file, select the part that requires editing and leave your comment. And now, because there is no need to switch between so many apps and easy to review content, PyBox saves a minimum 1 hour every day for each manager and creator in the company and keeps the end result reliable and predictable. Such phenomenal synergy make PyBox a central hub for all content collaboration data. And for companies, it will be possible to understand the team performance, generate insights for managers, and visualize all this data in a smart dashboard. So as a result of our launch, top creative companies like Universal, Sony, Epidemic Sound switched to PyBox from the massive amount of tools. The most popular combination of tools that PyBox replaces is Google Drive together with Slack, Sheets, and email. Some teams got rid of up to 7 tools. Currently, we have 100 paid teams with 3,000 users working on their next music video or podcast. And we are constantly receiving positive feedback both from managers and creators who love our friendly UI. We are making money with a per-user subscription model. Users discover PyBox on their own and then request Team version for their company. Individuals pay $10 per month and companies pay for each user separately, starting from $20 per user monthly. There is obvious room for growth with our tiered packages for every team size. It's a perfect time to launch PyBox. Remote work and creative content production are booming. The content collaboration market is $30 billion a year and companies are investing ever more to improve employee productivity. It's a vast and expanding market. Of course, none of this would be possible without our hyped up team. My brother and I are music and video creators always ready to rock. We have a great tech co-founder Serhiy who has built scalable communication systems. And Aura, our CMO, has creative content management background. PyBox is backed by top investors like Techstars Toronto, Adventures Lab, who are early investors in Reface, Global Life Capital, and many others. Want to hear more about our traction to date and help our company continue to grow? Get in touch with us. Thank you.
Allow me to introduce you to McKenna. She's a 35-year-old single mother of 4 children. Every morning, she wakes up at 4 a.m. to prepare her older children for school and open her small shop for business. Her business is small, mainly because she lacks finances to grow it. At some point in the morning, she must close her shop and travel 20 kilometers to buy inventory. This is because the big distributors and wholesalers do not deliver to shops her size. Doing this leads to 1. Wasted time for her. 2. Additional costs due to transportation. 3. She loses the income she would have earned if her shop was still open. These 3 main challenges mean her business can never grow and she can never get an opportunity to get her family out of poverty. Sadly, McKenna is not alone. She is one of 10 million merchants selling consumer goods to more than 40% of the African population. Did you know, according to the United Nations, over 490 million Africans live under $2 a day spent on food? That equals to more than $1 billion in consumer transactions at the microstores. These microstores are a huge contributor to the African economy. My name is Victor Maina, CEO and founder at Doorr. We are a Kenyan company now headquartered in Canada that has built a marketplace for retailers. Doorr is optimizing the microstores in Africa by use of technology. With our solution, McKenna, at her convenience and through our app, can order the goods she needs, obtain financing to grow her business, and gets the ordered goods delivered free of charge. This enables her to focus on her core job of selling and get a chance to improve her family economic status. Let me show you how Doorr works. 1. Download Doorr app from Play Store. 2. Register your business details so that we can give you personalized service. 3. Order the goods you need. And if you don't have enough money, you can ask financing from us. Then sit back and relax as we keep you updated on the delivery of your goods. Our business model is simple. We charge manufacturers 5 to 25% commission on goods sold via the Doorr platform. We charge targeted marketing $800 to $1,500 per month. Lastly, we charge 3% commission to retailers for the financing that we give them. That means a great return on investment for the business that we are building. Doorr's ability to onboard and retain informal traders across Kenya has been exponential. As a result, we are expanding to 4 new markets in 2022. Our customers love this model, as can be attested by our growth. Over the last 12 months, we've done 50,000 deliveries to 2,000 microstores and generated $1.5 million in revenue. We have also won 5 awards in 12 months: the Techstars and Financial Times Global Challenge on STG, the Unicorn Battle of Africa, Wazo Challenge of East Africa, Startup of the Year from Africa Angels, and Ecom Awards in Canada. To succeed in this journey, we have assembled a passionate, experienced team that has worked in over 30 markets in Africa for 4 multinationals, 4 startups, and 9 industries collectively. This A-team is made up of myself with experience in tech and logistics, having worked for DHL for over 8 years, leading half of Africa for them. Davis, our VP of Engineering, who has 10 years experience building tech products for fintech, mobility, and e-commerce. Catherine, our VP of Operations, who has experience in coaching and process improvement, having worked for the likes of PwC. Elkanah, who is our VP of Finance, who has worked for audit and finance institutions, amongst them Grant Thornton. And Dudu, our VP of People, who has experience building amazing culture and people in organizations, having worked for the likes of DHL. This A-team will definitely deliver the Doorr dream. I invite you to talk to us and see how we can partner to capture over 25% of the addressable market in 2022. Download our app today and let's get goods moving to over 490 million Africans in 3 simple steps of order, obtain financing, and get your goods delivered.
Hi, I'm Raheel, and I am the CEO of DevNation. We train and connect Pakistani tech talent with high-paying job opportunities. Pakistan is home to over 160 million people under 30, but has the world's weakest higher education system. Unfortunately, 52 million Pakistanis between 20 and 30 are underskilled and unfit for global tech jobs because of the weak higher education system. These individuals are tech-savvy, hungry to learn, and full of potential, but they lack the technical exposure, guidance, and opportunities to participate in the global tech ecosystem. We believe this is the perfect opportunity to solve this problem because of 2 main reasons. Number 1, the world is facing an extreme shortage of tech talent, estimated to be 85 million by the end of 2030. Number 2, the local tech ecosystem in Pakistan is expanding exponentially. In 2021 alone, Pakistani tech startups raised over $300 million, and as a result, every tech company is hiring tech workers extensively. We believe the time is right, the market is ready, and Pakistan has untapped talent that we can upskill and solve the global tech crunch. Our solution is an online learning and talent matching platform that enables access to Stanford-level tech education for the Pakistani market. We have designed immersive programs in full-stack web development and data science delivered online via the DevNation platform. Learners participate in live and interactive classes taught by industry professionals. They participate in intensive coding labs where they spend over 25 hours per week polishing their technical skills and also getting one-on-one mentorship from industry experts who currently work at world's top tech companies. And after completing the program, we connect them with employers for full-time opportunities. Clearly, we provide an end-to-end learning experience and journey unlike any other. There are 3 ways we make money. We earn through our paid program. We also charge a percentage of salary from employers when they hire from our network. And most importantly, We are the first startup in Pakistan to offer study now, pay later loans. Our learners can upskill themselves and pay us back with a premium once they're employed. Over the last 5 months, we have run successful pilots proving that our live programs can take anyone from zero to an industry-ready developer. Currently, we're doing $3,000 in monthly recurring revenue and have over $160,000 worth of study now, pay later contracts on our account receivable. Our program has achieved amazing results. 85% of our graduates are employed and are earning 40% higher salaries. Our graduates include Pakistan's prestigious National Youth Award winner Aisha Zaka, who is proving to be an example for all women in Pakistan. We're also building a strong network of employers and have already onboarded top companies in Pakistan. Our initial target market is 10 million Pakistanis between 22 to 30 who are ready for the job market. Our average fee is $250 per user, bringing the size of our initial target market to $2.5 billion. We are competing in a growing talent and training industry. There are rising VC-backed international startups with little or no presence in the Pakistani market. We believe we will win this market because we have live and immersive training delivered by top instructors completely online. We have pioneered an innovative and scalable business model, study now, pay later, which makes us 10 times more affordable. And we have figured out how to activate network effects and scale this quickly to millions of learners via our talent matching platform. To achieve our mission, our team comprises of experienced professionals who deeply understand the need and have the expertise to solve this problem. My co-founders and I have known each other for the past 8 years. We all attended NYU together and have lived and worked in China and the US. We're all exceptional programmers and have extensive experience hiring engineers at top companies. We also have experience launching 4 courses on Coursera for New York University's Tandon School of Engineering, which are very popular. We know what skills employers value the most in developers, and we have figured out a scalable, tried and tested method of taking anyone from zero to an industry-ready engineer. So join us as we uplift 50 million Pakistanis and become a powerhouse of tech talent in the world. Thank you.
The Immigrant Story. It's one we know all too well. Uproot, say goodbye to the ones you love, and travel to a distant land in search of safety, wealth, and opportunity. And as immigrants, one of the most important things we get to do is to care for those we left behind, supporting them with provisions, seed money to start businesses, a roof over their heads, and access to healthcare, and so much more. But according to the UN, immigrants today are spending between 65 to 85% of their disposable income transferring money with no way to control where the money goes, how it gets used, or knowing if it was needed at all. Hello, my name is Sam Badu, founder and CEO of Flurry. At Flurry, we make sure the money that hardworking immigrants send back home to their families goes exactly where they intend, by channeling the funds into direct services that their loved ones need, starting with healthcare. Last year, in the midst of a global pandemic, $584 billion were transferred to low and middle income countries, largely driven by immigrants needing to ensure that their families were safe and protected. That's $584 billion that was not saved, invested, or used to build a new life. $584 billion that went to, well, we don't really know. Now to Kuri. He's a proud Stanford graduate who moved to the US from Nigeria on a scholarship 10 years ago. Today, he's living the definition of the American dream. He's a managing director at Goldman Sachs, earns an enviable salary, and is highly respected by his local community as a role model. What you can't see is that as his mother's first child, Kule sends money home to take care of not just his immediate family, but his aunties, uncles, and even relatives he no longer remembers. This leaves him always anxious and worried, robbing him of the peace of mind to enjoy everything he accomplished. And Kule is not alone. There are 47 million immigrants living in the US today and 244 million globally. Interestingly, 83% of these immigrants would say yes to transferring money when the reason given is that it's for a health-related expense. This is why we launched our first product, Flurry Health, to allow immigrants in the diaspora to purchase healthcare plans for their loved ones, giving them access to not just emergency care, but preventative care as an alternative to just sending cash. Flurry does this by partnering with health insurance companies and healthcare providers in developing countries to create care plans. Our Flurry plans are structured to reflect the different types of care needed by the beneficiaries on the ground. Take our comprehensive health plans, which are traditionally underwritten by our insurance partners and provide access to the highest levels of care. We also have plans that provide complementary care that typically falls outside of insurance, including telehealth, home care, and prescription management plans. These options allow Kunle to choose the right level of care for his mother and the rest of his family too. He then subscribes to a simple payment plan, giving him control over his budget and certainty regarding where his money is going. It sounds good in theory, right? Well, it also makes sense in practice. We've received tremendous feedback from the 150 early Flurry customers who reported spending 4 to 5 times less on healthcare for their loved ones than with out-of-pocket payments. This is the power of Flurry Health. Our business model focuses on 2 sources of scalable recurring revenue: care plan subscriptions paid by the immigrant customers and a 10% platform fee paid by the provider partners in our beneficiary countries on all plans and services sold through our platform. Prior to starting Flurry, I worked in the expatriate healthcare division of Cigna Global, one of the largest international health insurance companies, offering healthcare access in over 154 countries. I'm also a repeat founder who started multiple companies in both Africa and the US. Having migrated from Ghana to the US myself, I truly understand the challenges that people like me face in supporting our loved ones both here and across the world. And as 1/8 of the US population, immigrants should not have to struggle to care for the people they love. After speaking to over 2,000 immigrants last year, we launched our pilot program for North American immigrants with families in Ghana and Nigeria. And since joining Techstars Toronto, we approach revenue with $5,000 in monthly recurring revenue. We've launched a new digital platform for Flurry Health that allows us to quickly scale our reach to more immigrant communities, and we're going live in 2 new countries, Zimbabwe and Zambia, with the 3rd coming soon. As we continue to transform the lives of hardworking immigrants like Kunle, we're rapidly gaining trust and credibility with our existing and potential customers. This is evidenced by the 15,000 African immigrants who have joined our waitlist in order to better care for their loved ones. And we're just getting started. So join us in making cross-border support from global migrants more transparent, intentional, and meaningful. Thank you.
Hello, this is my aunt Joki. Joki is a British-Nigerian immigrant who has lived in the UK for over 30 years and sends money back home to Nigeria regularly. Joki has had to use various unfamiliar intermediaries and unsafe street vendors in Nigeria to convert her British pounds to the Nigerian naira. And here is James, a Nigerian parent who sends a monthly allowance to his child in the UK, but very often pays high rates, especially in urgent situations, and in some cases, have his funds go missing. I've been one of such intermediaries that has helped people like my aunt and other people send money to and from Nigeria for over 10 years. I started the most popular WhatsApp group for currency exchanges with over 200 members back in 2016, which processed tens of millions of dollars all via WhatsApp. This I did while starting and building the business development team at a now over $1 billion fintech company. I'm Ayo Akindele, and I am proud to be the CEO and founder of Kishi, a UK-based peer-to-peer money transfer platform, democratizing FX for Africans globally. Kishi helps users get up to 50% more for their money than through banks and traditional money transfer platforms, and reduces the average time of sending money out of Africa through traditional methods from the current average of 2 days to only 30 minutes. $4.8 billion is how much Africans lose while sending money to and from Africa through the banks and traditional money transfer companies each year. It is the most expensive to send money to sub-Saharan Africa at an average rate of 8%. Most Africans get FX through informal street vendors or other intermediaries, which can be unsafe or face long delays. There's been a chronic devaluation of local African currencies, and all this while the African central banks are unable to fulfill local FX demands. The Kishi platform is a neobanking app that delivers the most relevant financial services to Africans globally. It lets users send money at their own preferred rate and get up to 50% more than rates through the banks and other money transfer platforms. By simply signing up, creating an account, funding their account, creating or accepting an offer on the marketplace while entering their beneficiary details, and just like that, in an average time of 30 minutes, the money gets to the beneficiary safe and sound. It offers vetted access with the most robust KYC AML compliant processes, ensuring safety and security for all of our users. It provides multi-currency accounts so you can hold, save, send, and receive money both at home and in the diaspora. It's built in partnership with some of the leading technological innovators in banking and payment processing, so we can deliver the most cost-effective, safe, and secure service to our customers. The likes of TrueLayer, Rails Bank, who have leveraged recent open banking initiatives, has enabled Kishi today. There is a $60 billion formal inbound and outbound remittance African market. Well, Kishi is digitizing the informal African remittance market, which is valued at over $39 billion, according to a recent study by PwC. We are the first to do this for Africans. With over 100 million Africans in the diaspora and over 1.2 billion potential senders and receivers of FX, Kishi is well positioned to carve out its own unique position in the cross-border space. Since we launched our app to our users in the UK and Nigeria this year, we've processed over $7.8 million, growing 60% on average month on month, while our user base has grown exponentially from our 1,300 beta test users to over 45,000 users in 9 months. We've leveraged the latest in open banking technology, so we are able to process cross-border exchanges at a maximum cost of only 54 cents. Therefore, our business model is really simple. We'll charge 0.5% to 1% on exchanges on Kishi while delivering on our mission in lowering costs for our users and possessing tremendous opportunity to build a high-margin business. Our team have deep expertise in banking, technology, and the remittance market, having gained an average 10 years in our respective disciplines from some of the most well-known and category-leading companies in different parts of the world, and have built our technology, processes, and teams from the ground up. So please follow our social media to keep up to date, or feel free to contact us at ayo@kishi.co to discuss how you can partner with us to support our mission in connecting Africans and Africa more financially to the world. Thank you.
The most precious resources in Africa are not in the ground. Rather, they are stocked living in their parent homes. They commute 6 hours to and from work every day, and they reside in rural areas, locked out of economic opportunities in urban cities. Let me tell you about Daniel. Daniel finished university at the top of his class, got a job with a leading tech company in Lagos, and needed to move and start work in 1 week. Daniel can't afford to pay 1 year worth of rent upfront, as is required for most rental properties in the majority of African countries. What's more, even if Daniel had a year's worth of rent to pay upfront, it would be required to raise and pay additional 15 to 20% in fees to brokers. And worse, Daniel can lose all his hard-earned money to fraudulent agents who prey on this vulnerable segment of the rental market. Daniel's story is one that represents millions of young Africans locked out of opportunities because of a broken, disorganized, and outdated rental system. Over 780 million Africans are living in rented homes. In Nigeria alone, you have over 120 million living in rented homes. There are over 2.8 million young professionals in Nigerian cities and 12 million young professionals across African cities who need quality housing. My name is Tunde Balogun. I am the co-founder and CEO of Rent Small Small. Rent Small Small is a PropTech platform that allows users to search for and find a monthly rental property on demand. Users like Daniel go through our unique vetting process and get approval status within 24 hours of application. Once approved, and with 2 easy clicks, Daniel can pay his first month's rent, security deposit, move in, and start his new job on time. Our customers will now have the freedom to use their extra income to feed well, build wealth, and support their lifestyles. But we aren't just focused on users looking for housing. Our commitment to landlords is equally as strong. Landlords who lease their properties on our platform access a pool of 20,000 vetted and quality tenants. Their properties are well managed through our quality control protocols. They even earn more over time and never have to worry about lost income because an upfront tenant defaulted on payment. And by law, it will take 6 to 12 months to get the tenant out. With rent small fair use policies, tenants can be removed in 1 month of defaulting on payment agreement. We make money by charging landlords 10% commission on monthly recurring rent. In the 3 years since our inception, we've averaged 57% year-over-year users growth, totaling 300,000 engaged users. We provided over 12,000 monthly rental contracts while averaging 634% year-over-year revenue growth. Today, we have over 20,000 people on our waiting list, and we have saved tenants close to $2 million in rent fraud, agency, and legal fees. Our growth strategy centers around owning the customer journey from end to end. Because of this, we've introduced a suite of products and services that supports rent small leads revenue drivers. One example of a product in our line is Buy to Let. Buy to Let is a retail property investment product which allows us to service those looking to buy investment properties to let out as a way to earn residual income. Buy to Let partners with property developers by leveraging our proprietary rental data to align developers with current market demands. Since launching Buy to Let 5 months ago, we've already done over $1.5 million in sales and increased our rental supply for Rent Small by 20%. In total, our new products launched in 2021 helped us generate over $5 million in revenue, making us profitable in under 3 years. Our goal for the next 12 months is to do 100,000 monthly rental stays in Lagos and Abuja, Nigeria's 2 most populated cities. This will take our revenue to $18 million by the end of 2022. Our goal by 2025 is to expand into 10 new African cities and capture over 1 million active customers. This will take our gross revenue to $300 million and make us the first PropTech unicorn out of Nigeria. NoBroker.in recently achieved this in India. We will achieve it in Africa. Our team is incredible. My co-founders and I collectively have over 20 years of experience across technology, business development, and property management. Together, we're on a mission to transform the rental market across Africa, in turn unlocking economic opportunities for Africa's young talents. Just like food, housing is a basic human need. Join us on this journey as we provide access and smooth the path to personal independence for millions of people. Thank you.
Around the world, someone loses a limb every 30 seconds. Due to work accidents, traffic accidents, and diseases like diabetes, there are 58 million amputees worldwide. And like Yum here, 38 million are completely unserved. They suffer from social isolation, simple everyday tasks are more challenging, employment options are limited, and they lack self-confidence. Despite being a $12 billion market and having huge demand for an enormous pain point, the industry is not reaching over 65% of its potential users. We are Vulcan Augmetics, and we are democratizing prosthetics for developing nations, making them into an affordable, convenient consumer product. If you get hurt like Yum, there are no online resources that tell you your options. You will have to travel for hours, buy only what the clinic has in stock, which can cost tens of thousands of dollars, and only the clinics have the technical skills to maintain these products. For Yum and 95% of amputees in developing nations, this simply isn't possible. Our solution is to make the prosthetics modular and digitize the process. For Yum and the others, this means going to our app, ordering your prosthetic, and having it delivered straight to your door. Our modular prosthetic has over 5 different attachments, which allow Yum to thrive in his daily life. With our product, he has become a viral physical trainer and has been featured on Shark Tank sharing his story. Our product is affordable, practical, life-changing. The foundation product is a modular robotic hand prosthetic with a wireless control that connects with any other Bluetooth device, giving you a wider range of functions. The app has already been released. We have the user dashboard and basic display functions, and we will be integrating machine learning so that users can have their prosthetic learn what their body is trying to do. For the rest of the industry, it takes about 2 months to adapt your body to your prosthetic. We intend to reverse this, making your prosthetic learn what your body wants to do, and cut it down to 2 days. And at $1,100, it is one of the lowest priced products in the market, whilst being high function with multiple grips. Our unique approach allows our users to do more activities, including those that more expensive prosthetics can't. With the Vulcan arm, our users now have the ability to find gainful employment, exercise the way they used to, and feel more confident. Compared to other products in the market, we are more functional, affordable, and we have this wider range of accessories. The products that exceed us in terms of functionality or flexibility are the hands that are $50,000 plus, which is just not accessible for the markets we're in. Most significantly, we can take care of our users, sending replacements and upgrades directly to them, no travel required. Our users are happy. They love the product, and we have 90% retention. The most obvious example of this is on social media, where before they would hide their bodies on social media posts, after they get the Vulcan arm, you start seeing images like this. They are proud and confident, back at work and rebuilding their lives. The prosthetics and orthotics market is projected to be $12.3 billion by 2026. However, this looks almost entirely at developed nations. There are 58 million amputees worldwide, 40 million of them are in developing nations and mostly unserved. So instead of us trying to go where people are already being taken care of, we are going to expand the entire market by focusing on these developing nations. We have already done this in Vietnam, and our next target will be India at the end of 2022. Looking beyond geography, longer term, our technology is leverageable across all domains concerning wearable robotics. And from prosthetics, we intend to move into assistive devices and mobility frames. Since we launched commercially at the beginning of 2021, we have taken in $58,000 in revenue and signed on 17 hospitals and clinics around the country. We've taken 60% share of our starting segment in this first year and will expand to other segments in 2022. We have industry-beating retention levels of over 90%. Basically, our users really like our product and keep using it. We've also signed partnerships to get our users interest-free financing and fitted over 30 amputees through corporate CSR programs and partnerships. We have a team with over 30 years of experience in prosthetics, orthotics, and robotics. Our CTO is an ex-senior director of robotics for Amazon. Myself and my co-founder Ella have a lifetime's experience working with people with disabilities, and our electronics lead is taking a PhD in robotics at Princeton. We understand the market, we have an understanding of the users, and the technological capabilities to drive this project forward. Here at Vulcan, we believe that the future of prosthetics lies in not just the product, but the feeling and pride that our users have when telling their friends and family that their arm is made by us. We have a product that our users love, and we're now focused on scaling internationally to help millions more disabled users feel the pride of being part of the Vulcan community. In the next year, we are going to optimize our product to manufacture at scale, expand our partnerships with hospitals, medical distributors, and corporations, launch in both India and Malaysia, and implement our AI strategy. So if you want to be part of a movement to change the entire prosthetics industry at a global scale and make traumatic disability a temporary inconvenience, please reach out and join us. Thank you.
Hi, there is always something very secretive about every professional, something that's very unique only to you, an authentic skill, maybe a specific knowledge. We were very curious to discover that little secret about our customers, independent consultants, and we went ahead talking to 265 of them. Do you want to know what we discovered? There were two key things. One, majority of the consultants started the customer journey from one of the discovery platforms. And two, the consultants spent 18 hours per week after customer discovery on multiple products, email, spreadsheets, WhatsApp, calendar, and a bunch of other products. 85% of them said time is money for them. And they hate spending time on multiple products. 80% highlighted about broken discovery, the digital divide, pre and post pandemic. The customers have stopped walking through the front doors of their offices to meet these consultants. And 70% struggled with the broken payment collections and settlements. That's when we ask them to imagine a personal office dedicated for consultants, where you have a superior community-based discovery, a video conferencing tool which is deeply integrated into the personal offices, a calendar scheduler that allows you to take the bookings from the clients, and most importantly, a payment gateway to collect and settle the payments with your customers. That's when a question popped up. Well, do you have a product that does exactly all of these already? No. That's the reason we decided to build Unremote. Hi everyone, my name is Shiju Radhakrishnan, the founder and CEO of Unremote.com. At Unremote, we believe that the future of independent consulting will be around communities. I am going to show you how Unremote works. A user who wants to meet a consultant can visit his personal office on Unremote. A personal office is a dedicated address of consultants on Unremote. The users can request for a meeting by picking a free slot from the calendar of consultants. The meetings will be added to the calendars of both the users and the consultant. But imagine if the consultant wants to get paid for the time spent with the clients. In such cases, one can define an hourly amount as a fees, and the user bookings will be subject to successful payments. Now, the question becomes, the client has booked a meeting and it's added to the calendars, but where does the meeting take place? Is there a URL for the meeting? Or should we download a new app for it? No, none of that. All it needs is that you have to be back in the personal office of the consultant, click on the join button, boom, you are in a meeting right then and there. Now, how is Unremote helping the consultants to build their communities? We have a bunch of features and initiatives. For example, take a look at our office hours. A consultant who wants to be in constant contact with the clients can launch office hours, which is a weekly 30 minutes time block for them to interact as a group. Office hours also offers a community interface that allows consultants to build and nurture communities at ease. So that was a quick demo of Unremote. Now, you must be wondering, what is our traction? We have 44,000 monthly visitors landing on the website of Unremote every month, 4,500 daily active users, and all of that with $0 spent on marketing. Our target market for the next 2 years is about 5 million consultants based in North America into the industry verticals of finance, legal, career, and marketing. Unremote has a great positioning when it's compared to that of the competition, with a business-in-a-box solution integrated into a community interface. Our business model is free for the consultants for the lifetime, unless they want to upgrade and leverage the power of communities. Our go-to-market strategy is mostly organic, expecting about 60% of the total 1 million users to come by end of 2022 December from the organic channels. So, to conclude, a business-in-a-box solution seamlessly integrated into a community interface, custom built for niche independent consultants. Unremote is set to change the future of work of consultants. If you're an investor, partner, or a consultant that's interested in joining us, we would like to talk to you. Thanks for listening.
Did you know that last year, over $3 billion was spent in just fees while sending money to Africa? This makes Africa the most expensive payments corridor in the world. Hi, my name is Fable. I'm the founder and CEO of Payday. Quick story. In 2016, I moved to the United States for university. And when I was done, I moved back to Africa and I started working remotely for foreign companies. But I had one key problem: payments. Every month, it was always a hassle to receive my salary from my employers. It took days and sometimes weeks just to get my payment from the US to my Nigerian bank account. Let's talk about David. Now, David lives in Lagos, Nigeria, and is a product designer working remotely for a US company. Every month, when David gets paid, it takes days to a couple weeks for his salary to leave his employer's US bank account to his Nigerian bank account. That is problem one. Problem 2, when the money finally arrives, there is a limit to how much you can spend every month using this account. Right now, the cap you can spend using your MasterCard in Nigeria is $100. $100? You can't really spend your money on everything you want to spend your money on. You're limited already. Problem 3, let's assume David has a family living in Kenya or Ghana or Uganda. David cannot send money to Uganda easily from Nigeria. He has to walk to the bank and spend so much money in fees while sending money to his family. Like David, millions of other African employees, freelancers, and creatives still struggle to receive payments from their employers. This is going to limit them from participating in the $800 billion remote work opportunity. The future of work is remote. We've seen companies go hybrid or fully remote, and even employers don't figure out how to hire from Africa and pay them. We're going to be limited from participating in this global economy. This is why we're building Payday. Payday is a digital wallet that enables you to receive money from anyone, anywhere in the world in minutes. With the Payday app, you can also send money across Africa, and you can also spend with the Payday card without limit. In just 6 months, we've processed over $7 million in transactions. We have over 17,000 customers, and we have launched in 10 countries. We are going to be in 30 countries in 2022. This was done with $0 spent on marketing. This would not have been possible without our amazing team. We've all worked at reputable companies and built fintech products at scale used by millions of customers. Today, I would love to invite you to join our mission of unlocking global opportunities for Africans by building financial tools that enable them to receive, send, and spend their money globally. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Samuel Eze, the founder and CEO of Outpass. Exactly 6 months ago, I set out to solve a major problem I noticed among online merchants and the 334 million consumers in Africa. In order to truly tell you about this problem, please meet Habib. Habib is the owner of Smilers, an online sock store with a dream to put a smile on the faces of consumers with the coolest socks around. Smiley struggled to convert customers, largely due to multi-step checkout process that involve filling out complex forms and no clear signs of protection against a breach in their privacy and data security to fraudsters, thereby leaving Smileys with 65% of carts abandoned. This pattern is extremely common amongst online merchants. More specifically, 3 out of 4 shopping carts are abandoned on a yearly basis, accounting for about 75% of abandoned carts annually. This is a massive amount of missed revenue for retailers. Ladies and gentlemen, checkout is broken and is severely crippling a $3.5 trillion e-commerce and retail market. My team and I built Outpass to solve this problem. Outpass is the fastest and most secure way to buy and sell online in Africa. In 2019, the e-commerce and retail market made up 233 million, and in 2020, 281 million shoppers before and after COVID-19 pandemic, with online shoppers expected to increase to 520 million in 2025, thereby doubling 2019. Outpass exists to help merchants increase sales by making it easier, faster, and safer for their customers to shop from them, thereby increasing conversion rates and boosting sales overall. Once sign up on Outpass, and you will never have to fill out complex forms to purchase your favorite items online again. Outpass invests heavily in its users' privacy and data security. The value of e-commerce losses to online payment fraud was $17.5 billion and $20 billion in 2020 and 2021. Merchants can easily facilitate their customers' desire to check out on their platform fast, simpler, and safely by signing up on our web platform, providing their KYC protocols, and installing the Outpass checkout button on their platform for customers to shop from them in one click. So how do we stack up against our competitors compared to Shopify ShopPay, PayPal, Fast Checkout, Boat Checkout, currently valued at $14 billion? Outpass is a one-click checkout that is solely African-focused, with no subscription fee, same-day payout, batch ordering, and available on WooCommerce, Magento, and for custom integrations. In less than 5 months, Outpass has acquired over 5,000 customers and done a total transaction volume of $1.5 million with over 12,000 transactions and raised $1.1 million in pre-seed funding. In order to scale fast,
We have secured a partnership with one of the largest payment processors and merchant aggregators with over 60,000 merchants and 1 million consumers in Africa to help its merchant customers buy faster and more securely. We have a clear-cut path to increasing our revenue. The best part about our model is it's free for consumers. We make money by charging a small fee to our merchants on completed transactions. We are on a sprint to reach 1 million customers and 50,000 merchants over the next 12 months with a total transaction volume of $200 million. We also plan to launch headless commerce and a buy now pay later feature in an over $2.9 billion fast-growing social commerce market in 2022. In addition to this metric benchmark, our priority to expand into South Africa, Kenya, and Ghana by Q3 2022 will take precedence. With this product roadmap, our pass will be the go-to platform for e-commerce checkout in Africa come 2023. The team behind our pass has an ample knowledge in technology, products, consumer goods, sales, marketing, and finance with a cumulative of over a decade of industry experience. Interestingly, Smiley's founder, Habib, was so compelled by our mission, he joined our pass to help place our pass checkout button on online stores just like Smiley's all across Africa. Our pass is solving the broken checkout problem in Africa in the $3.5 trillion e-commerce and retail markets. Come speak with us if you want to be part of this journey to change the way shoppers buy and merchants sell online in Africa. Thank you.
Okay, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for joining us here today on this trip around the world. What you have just seen may inspire you into action. You may be interested as an investor, as a customer, or just as a supporter. And the founders do want to hear from you. So please send them an email. Follow the companies on social media, on their LinkedIn pages, on Facebook, on Twitter, and more. Please do try to make introductions. And please do watch this recording again. Now, we also want to meet you. We're going to move now into a networking session. So check the link in your Eventbrite email, as well as just here in the YouTube chat, and open up the networking session in a new browser tab. We'll see you soon.